Slavery affected the political development of the United States. The forced migration of Africans that would become slaves led to diversity, laws protecting slavery, anti slavery movements, division within the United States, and eventually the Civil War and then the Reconstruction Amendments. The Atlantic slave trade forcibly brought Africans to the Americas. Africans were brought to the New World to become slaves. Slaves were denied political freedom and rights and were actually considered property. Although slavery was an awful event in American history, it brought a group of people to the British colonies that otherwise would not have come. This led to an increase of diversity in the 13 colonies and eventually the United States. This diversity has and will continue to affect the political development of the United States. Laws permitting slavery and denying rights to African Americans began during the colonial era and continued even after the Civil War. Fugitive slave laws, laws that protected the institution of slavery, and slave owners began during the time of the 13 colonies. This created a tradition of laws that protected slavery. Even after the Civil War ended, political means were used to deny rights to African Americans. Black codes and Jim Crow laws were passed that denied African Americans rights and opportunities. Another political development that resulted from slavery was the political opposition to slavery. Groups like the Anti-Slavery Society and various abolitionist groups formed in response to slavery. Members of these groups fought to end slavery. Once slavery was abolished, civil rights groups continued to work to expand opportunities for African Americans. These groups fought against segregation and the black codes and Jim Crow laws. Division and the U.S. Civil War was another political result of slavery. The issue of slavery divided the United States among states that supported slavery and states that opposed it. This division eventually led to the Civil War. The Reconstruction Amendments, or the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution, was another way slavery affected the political development of the United States. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery. The 14th Amendment granted citizenship and equal protection under the law for all peoples. The 15th Amendment extended suffrage, or the right to vote, to African Americans. These amendments were passed to protect former slaves under the U.S. Constitution.